Hello, the Pokemon fan 1993 here, back with more Pokemon TCG Pocket. So today, they released another solo event. They did these very close between, I think, because one was like a 2026 celebration or some shit like that. But this is Mega Heracross. So Mega Heracross, at least the expert deck, is interesting because it likes to use Superior, which basically doubles the half the amount necessary for using stuff. For example, if a Superior was on the field, it'll allow you to essentially treat 1 energy as 2, meaning Heracross, with its powerful attack, will only take 2 energy. So essentially you want to take them out before they can get that far, because it does 170 and then it might do 60 damage to itself if it gets a Tails, which is enough to knock out most Pokemon. However, because of it being weak to fire, and I have a card called Bounded Field, I was actually very easily able to deal with this. I have to use 2 separate decks. So the one deck is the classic, this is the Mega, that I've used before. We're going to use this. So basically, the requirements for this are to win this battle with any Pokemon EX cards in your deck, win this battle with 1 or more Mega Evolution Pokemon EX including your deck, which is what we have, and win this battle with 12 more Pulsing Aura cards including your deck, and then of course to win the 5 and 10 battles. So this is actually really easy to deal with, because the AI doesn't seem to take into effect that, for example, let's say I throw out Mega Blaziken EX, and he decides to use his Mega Heracross's attack. And it does 60 damage to itself. That means if it does, it means that Blaziken can take out on the next turn. And because of that little screw-up, it means that Mega Heracross will die, which means we immediately get the 3 points. So our objective, essentially, is to get Mega Blaziken on the field as fast as possible. Not really looking too good at the start here, but not looking too bad either. He didn't start with... He does not have... the rare candy or whatever he needs in the field in order to use his attack. He also has Delmize in his deck, which I'm going to pull up real quick. So if it has 3 extra energy attached, does 70 more damage, which I believe Superior causes that as well. It means that it essentially has 2 energy. It means that it can do that much damage for an additional up to 90. Alright, so we have Charcadet and Armarouge in play. We also have Magmar. So we're going to use Stoke, which I figured he would do. This is going to attach an energy from my energy zone to the Pokemon. Rare candy to evolve. So now he has the necessary energy to do a much more damage. I think we just lost this match, because now we can do. I believe he does 90 now because it counts, right? Yeah. So we lost because we couldn't get our setup there quick enough. He actually got a really quick setup, so that's a defeat. That's just bad luck. To give you a general idea, when I use this deck in my other deck, basically it took me like 1 or 2 tries for one deck and 1 try for the other deck to win. The other deck is a lot more interesting than this one, because you guys have seen this one before, but I'm just doing it to drill home the fact that you can beat it with this deck. You just got to give it a shot. Sometimes you have to take control. For example, the AI doesn't seem to really know how to use stadiums very well, so if you ever need a stadium, if you use a stadium in this game, make sure, if you're doing a solo, make sure you're like, okay, you essentially want to use a stadium if they have a stadium already in place and get rid of theirs, because a lot of these AI decks will only have 1 stadium in the thing. All right, he started with Mega Heracross, so this could be good. I see we have just Research, X Speed, Combusken, and Armarouge in our hand. Plays Pokeball to add a random Pokemon to his hand. So Fragrant Force allows you to search your deck for a grass Pokemon during each one of your turns and add to your hand. The AI will also use the stadium even though there are no grass cards in your deck. So he's going to play Copycat. He shovels his hand to his deck and draws the same number of cards that we have, which is 4. My turn. So I'm gonna try to do this myself. We're gonna play Precious Research, draw 2. I'm hoping we draw a Mega Blaziken. We do not. Okay, we're fine. We did draw, however, we did draw Torchic. So we're gonna put an energy on this Torchic. We'll put Magby in play, and we're gonna use Peck, which will do 40 damage because fire is Mega Heracross's weakness. So if it takes a while to get Superior into play, we actually have an advantage here. He plays Fragrant Force to add a random card to his hand. Leaf Cape. So he attached that to a Pokemon to get plus 30 HP, which is a slight problem, but nothing too terrible. So he hasn't gotten Superior yet, so we're looking pretty good so far. Now we can evolve... we have 2 Combustens, so we're going to evolve both of Torchic to Combusken. We're going to put an energy on this Combusken, and then we're going to use High Jump Kick for 50. Which is going to do 70 instead because of the weakness. So he's probably missing a rare candy. He's switching out, so now he's scared that he's going to lose Mega Heracross, so he's swapping out. Fragrant Forest activates. His energy on Mega Heracross, so he's trying to buy time is what he's trying to do. Fine by me. We're going to put Magmar on the bench, we're going to put energy on this Combusken, and then we're going to use High Jump Kick, which is going to do 70. I'm surprised he got Superior yet in his hand, at least not the cards necessary for it. I'm not even sure if he has Servine. Okay, I was going to say, it wouldn't surprise me he didn't have Servine for whatever reason. So the fact that he did that means he does not have a rare candy in his hand, so we're good for right now. Apparently he has all his cards in his hand as well. Plays Pokeball to play one card, to draw a card, but he has nothing left. So if we can draw Blaziken at some point here, would be in very good shape. Also, my game seems to be lagging for some reason. I'm not really sure why it is. I'll have to be careful about that. Make sure nothing bad happens. We're going to put an energy action on... No, let's not do it on Magby. We're going to put an energy on Combusken. We're going to use High Jump Kick. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to knock out his Delmise. That's going to give me 1 point. He's going to put Heracross in, and then he's going to use Mega Heracross attack, which might cause 6 damage to himself. Also, because of the way this game's designed, he might actually knock himself out at some point. I'm not really sure if he's going to do that, though. So with the last energy attack, I'm going to attach an energy to Heracross, Mega Heracross. Yeah, this game is lagging like hell. He just heal. Okay, he just healed all the damage, so that's a problem. There are a lot of grass utility cards in this game. It kind of pissed me off that some other cards come out of their deck and kind of get thrown under the bus. He has another Mega Heracross. This is not looking too good for us. Flip a coin. He got head, so he doesn't take any recoil damage. So what I'm going to do now, he's going to knock out Combusken. That's a given. So my next move comes down to whether I draw Blaziken or not. Got a flame patch, that's interesting. Alright, we're going to attach an energy to Magmortor. We're going to use Toasty Toss. This allows us to attach an energy to one of our Pokemon. Okay, he's going a lot faster now. We're going to attach an energy to... Oh, it only works on basic Pokemon. Okay, so I can't actually use it. I didn't realize that. I guess that's what I get for not reading the cards right. Once again, it gets ahead, so... Now it's going to come down to whether I can draw... If I draw Mega Blaziken right now, I'm fine. If I don't, then the game's over. No, there's actually another way out of this. So let's see what happens. We're going to put Magmortor on the bench. And we're going to see what happens. Okay. We still have a way out of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach an energy to Magmortor. We're going to put Mega Evolve Combusken to Mega Blaziken. We're going to use Flame Patch to attach the fire energy from our thing to that, and that allows us, and then we're going to play X Speed. This allows us to retreat for 1 less energy, so now Magmortor has 1 energy left, and we can switch to Mega Blaziken, who is ready to fight. So his immediate next move should be to switch out after this attack, but I'm not really sure he's going to do that. So this is going to do 140. Then the burn, even if it gets healed, he's still going to do 20 damage at the beginning of his turn, which means he only has 20 HP left. So if he gets a Tails here, and he doesn't switch out, then he's an idiot. But he'll have to put in, yeah, he has no cards left, he's actually swap into Superior. Put energy on that. So I think I have him now. I don't think there's anything he can really do, but as the saying goes, can't count your chickens before they hatch. So we're going to see what happens. So I do 2 Charcadets. Put Charcadet on the bench. We're going to put an energy on Blaziken. We're going to one-shot the Superior. Now it doesn't matter what he puts in. It doesn't matter which mon I knock out now because it's going to kill. It's going to end the match either way. So I got really lucky and unlucky with this deck because I would say more unlucky because I had... Okay, so we're going to see what happens here. So I don't think there's any way for him to get out of this because what's going to happen here is... Unless he has another card. Yeah, he's not going to be able to do any... Oh, hang on a second. 190 now, huh? So he's going to do a massive 190 with this attack. He does no damage to himself. However, that's still not enough. Mega Blaziken has such high HP. So what's going to happen here is we basically won. So just in case I'm doing my math wrong, we're gonna mess with some of our mons real quick. Put energy on Magmortor. So what's going to happen here is... Oh, shit, I did fuck up, didn't I? I did fuck up. Alright, that one's on me. I got 2... I forgot that Blaziken does not take one... has to discard energy to use... That's my own fault. That's a screw up on me. Alright, we're going to try again. So you can see what I was going for there. Essentially, you want to know what? You guys can see that was going to work. Because what was going to happen was he only had 150 HP left. He was going to take 140 from the Blaze Kick, which is going to do leave him with 10 HP, then the burn was going to kill him for the rest of it, and means I would have won. So we're actually not going to bother trying again with the Mega Blaziken deck, because you can see that I won, I just made a stupid decision. Not a big thing. So now we're going to go for the other deck. This one is rather interesting, but first, before I get rid of this deck, we're going to just go over it real quick. Before I switch to another deck, we have a Torchic from Mega Rising Blaziken, 2 of those. 2 Combusken from Mega Rising Blaziken. Mega Blaziken EX from the same one, and also another Mega Blaziken, just different arts. We have Magmar from Smackdown-Palkia, 2 of those. We have 2 Magmortor from Shining Revelry. We have 1 Magby from the Wisdom of Sea and Sky Ho-Ho. We have Charcadet from Paldean Wonders, 2 of those. We have an Armarouge from Paldean Wonders, EX. And we have another one from Paldean Wonders, this one's just the more rare art. We have XB from the promo A set. We have Victini from Deluxe Pack EX, but you can get this from a different set as well. Flame Patch from Mega Rising Mega Blaziken. Special Research from promo A, you can buy this in the shop, I believe. This is a rarer version of it from Deluxe Pack EX. And that's it. So now we're going to go to my other deck. This one is more interesting, so I'm going to explain it before I do it. So this one has no EX cards in it, and it runs on a pretty interesting pattern. So we have 12, just to show you guys that I actually have 12 pulsing aura cards in this deck. We're going to go to Booster Pack. We're going to go all the way down to pulsing aura. We're going to hit OK. We're going to scroll. So there's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12 cards from this set, which is the amount you need. Now we'll go over the actual mons themselves. Darmaka is from Pulsing Aura. It has 1 attack headbutt, 2 of those. We have Darmanitan from Pulsing Aura. Double Smash, 1 fire energy, does 4 damage for each head, you flip coins. Normally I wouldn't do the flip coins, but I have Ace up my sleeve, so we're going to get around that. We have Numel, 2 energy for knock away, 20 plus possible 30. That's from Pulsing Aura as well. 2 of those. This is the most interesting card in this deck. This is a Camerupt from Pulsing Aura. So basically, it takes 3 energy, you flip 3 coins, 60 plus. For each head, discard a fire energy from this Pokemon. So that's 30 more damage for each fire energy discard in this way. So it'll do 60 at base, and then you flip a coin, and then for every head, you do an extra 30 damage, and then you discard an energy. So essentially, you can do 60, and then another 30 for each thing, so you can do a maximum of 150. Plus, you have to take into account that we're actually fighting a grass deck, which means if you get the max amount, you can actually one-shot the Mega Heracross. That's not it, though. We have 2 of those. We have Victini from Pulsing Aura. So once during your turn, after you flip coins for an attack one of your fire Pokemon, you may ignore all results of those coins and flip the coins again. You can't activate more than 1 victory star ability each turn. That means that if I get a result I don't like on Eruption, or a result I don't like on Double Smash, I can reflip them once per turn, which is actually very helpful. Moving on. We have Lillipup. This is from Extradimensional Crisis. This is just so I have Herdier in my deck. I really don't use them a lot. Or so I have Stoutwind in my hand. We have another 2 Herdier from Extradimensional Crisis. And then we have Stoutwind. The reason I chose Stoutwind for Pulsing Aura is because, 1, he can actually do an extra 70 damage for a total 140, which would help with Mega Heracross EX in case we ever got to that point. 2 of those. We have the Pokeball Shining Revelry. This is the this is the great art, but you can actually get, I think you can buy this in the store for the basic version for shop tickets. Flame Patch from Mega Rising Mega Blaziken just lets me attention energy from my thing. I have 2 of those. Just research from Deluxe Pack EX. Once again, you can buy that from the store, the regular version. And this is our Ace in the Hole, Bounded Field. So what Bounded Field allows us to do is, if we're attacking and the Pokemon has a weakness, it'll double the damage instead of adding plus 20. So if we do somehow do like 100 with let's say we do the max amount with Camerupt, which is 3 heads. That means the attack goes from 150 to a massive 300 HP. Meaning, in that instance, it means it would knock out any Pokemon in this game in one shot. So, what we want to have happen is we want to have Darmanitan in the main bench, or Camerupt. We want to have Victini on the bench, and we want to have Bounded Field in play. With that combination, we can make quick work of this deck, and it can be very, very easy assuming what we get. But once again, the opponent can set up real easy too, so we have to be careful about that as well. So in the description of this video, I will only be posting my non-EX deck. The reason I'm doing that is because you guys, from the previous video, you guys can check out the whole, actually, I don't even have to do that, I could just copy and paste from my previous video, the deck requirements for the Mega Blaziken. Oh, I actually screwed up, I forgot to actually change the deck, hang on. So I'll just copy and paste it. It's slightly difficult putting all the cards down in the description like that, especially when I have to go through my game and do that. That means I only have to do this deck, so it's not that bad. Like I said, I was planning on doing something else, but I want to get this idea out to you guys as quickly as possible. You guys have a way to beat this, in case you guys want to get the rewards for it, because I haven't even beaten the full event myself yet. I think today's the 15th, so you got another week in order to beat it. So, also in general, this deck that I made, the one this non-EX deck, actually could be better. For example, you take Stoutwind and the Stoutwind Helen out and you put a 3-stage fire deck in, it could still work well. Even without Bounded Field, you could still do quite a bit of damage, but it would still come down to so much luck that I'm not crazy about it. But it's still a very good deck. So let's see what we start with. Okay, we actually started pretty well. So we managed to get, the only thing we didn't get the evolution we needed. But he gets the first turn, he can't attach any energy. Gives me 1 minute, he's going to take his turn, I got to take a drink. Alright, what we're doing here. Put Victini on the bench. Put energy on Darmanitan. My bad, Darmaka. Headbutt for 10 plus 20 for a total of 30. So we're looking for Darmaka right now. If we get Darmaka, we have a pretty good setup here. He does not have the rare kidney, so he can't get energy he needs right at the moment. Unfortunately, we didn't get what we wanted, so we're going to put that one down there. We're actually going to put. We're going to evolve him to Herdier. We're actually going to put an energy on Herdier. And we're going to attack again for another 30 damage. Right now, he's not doing too good on his end. Which works fine for me, you know. Okay, he has Superior now, so now we have a bit of a problem. And he switched. Okay, so we are not looking good now. He stumbled for a bit, but he got the cards he needed. So he's going to touch energy. Now he can do damage to me, but he got another head, so he's not. It looks like he's not, because the game hates me. He's never going to get a Tails, because he's not getting a Tails as of yet. The good thing about this deck is because nothing is an EX, he can't knock out one Pokemon and get multiple points. He can only get one. Okay, so we got an opportunity here. I'm not sure if it's a good opportunity, but we got an opportunity here. It really comes down to, though, I have to draw a few cards in order for this to work. But this might be a lost cause situation. It really comes down to what I draw. There's simple things I could draw that could help me, but unfortunately, it's not looking too good. I need to steal all the damage I just took, so that's even decreased my chance even further. He got another head, so he takes no damage again. So, what I'm hoping to draw here is either something to draw, or if I get Flame Patch, I still have a chance at winning this. If not, I'm done. I got Bounded Field, but unfortunately that's not enough because we need another energy. So we lost that one. That match. It started really good for us, but we got the exact opposite of what we need. We got Numel too late. We got Bounded Field, but we didn't get it quick enough. It's going to suggest that. I wish you could turn that off where it says, oh, you need these cards in order to work. I was just using that deck, so it shouldn't even be saying that. Alright, let's try again. I do recommend using the Mega Blaziken EX deck. It's a lot easier to work than this deck, but this deck is a lot more fun to watch the opponent stumble with, so it's still pretty fun, in my opinion, to just watch the opponent use this. Because you can do so much damage with decks, that's actually kind of insane. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, not bad. We'll put Lillipup up front, Numel on the bench, Victini on the bench, start. You start with Mega Heracross. What do you start with on the bench? Mega Heracross, okay. Pokeball, okay, that's usable. Add a random basic Pokemon to our hand. Numel, alright. We can't do anything during our first turn, so I'm going to end my turn. Snivy on the bench. Energy and Heracross. Bounded Field, okay, that's pretty good. trying to think what I should do here. We're going to keep Bound and Field in our hand for now. I'm going to attach an energy to Lillipup, and we're going to attack. So if he manages to get Superior in play, this game's automatically over. Like I said, this deck is so much more luck-based that it's fun to watch, but it'll also be a very big problem. I think he got Rare Candy, didn't he? Nope, he did not. We're still fine for now. Flame Patch, okay. So we're putting energy on Numel. And we're going to attack with Lillipup. The reason I'm not playing Battlefield yet is we don't need it, and if he plays that other card, it gets rid of Bounded Field. His stadium. Okay. So, same situation as before. I need to draw a certain card. But right now, it's not looking too good. He got his first Tails, that might help us. So let's see what happens. I put Numel in play. This really comes down to what happens. So what am I going to draw here? Darmaka. That's not good. So I'm looking at my cards. I don't see a way out of this. I really don't. But we're going to do this. We're going to attach an energy. We're going to put Bounded Field in play. We might have a small way out of this. I'm not really sure yet. So let's do double damage. With Victini bench knocked away, could do more damage. So do I get a heads? Yes. So I'm not going to activate it. And that's going to do quite a bit of damage. 100. That might make him retreat. I'm not really sure. Yeah, he's pulling a retreat. So unfortunately, I can't do anything with this. He's gonna one-shot Numel. And that basically, Victini's on our bench, but Victini's not going to be able to do anywhere near enough damage. So like I said, this deck is not great. I feel like I'm getting just bad luck at this point. The reason I put Stout One and the rest of them in there because I thought it could be useful, but the problem with him being fire is I can't take advantage of cards like Flame Patch. And I'm not drawing the cards I need either. I don't also have the Rare Candy in this deck, so I think Stout One was more just like a deck filler. If that makes any sense, it means that he was just there kind of just take up a spot. Because I needed the Pulsing Aura cards. If I would find anything in the fire that would give me the ability to do this. One thing that we could do is that we could take out one of these cards and put another Victini in, but I only have one at the moment, so that's not going to work. At least not in this situation. What do we got? Okay, this could be better. So we're going to put Lillipup at start, Victini on the bench, like normal. Okay, he did not draw Mega Heracross quite yet. So let's see what happens. My turn. Okay, not bad at all. Alright, so we're going to end our turn. So this comes down to how quickly you can get everything in play. Pokeball. Hopefully he just draws another Snivy, but I'm not going to guarantee that. This Research draws 2. Pregnant Forest. Activates it. Darmanitan on the bench. I thought he didn't draw Mega Heracross for a second. I was like, that's surprising. Puts an energy on Snivy. I do Flame Patch as well. Okay. We're going to evolve Camerupt. We're going to put an energy on Lillipup. We're going to evolve into Herdier. And we're going to go for Bite. Bite will do 30. There is no weakness applied, so... This Research draws 2 cards. Servine. Fragrant Forest. No cards they can use. Vine Whip does 50. Drew Pokeball. Play Pokeball. Drew Numel. Put Numel on the bench for now. This is tricky because I could evolve the Stout One, but I don't think there's any point of that. However, Stout One is a basic monster. I guess it wouldn't matter much. But we're still going to put an energy on Camerupt. Then we're going to end our turn. If I could draw a Bounded Field pretty soon, it'd be optimal. I'm not going to guarantee that. So that bought me one more turn, essentially. Interesting. I guess he didn't like the cards in hand, so he's going to draw 1 card, which is probably not going to help him whatsoever. Okay. Another Flame Patch. Very good. Put an energy on Camerupt. End turn. We're basically using Stout One as a sacrificial pawn. So, I'm going to see what... Okay, he's going to add... Oh, let's see what happens now. Energy on him. He's going to hit me with Solar Beam. Okay, so here's what I think is going to happen. I'm not going to guarantee this. This is clearly speculation. We're going to put Camerupt in play. We should be able to, actually we're going to, regardless if we get any heads or not, because it could be enough. And this Heracross is going to take more turns to get his, when he needs to play. I'm going to play Professor draw 2 cards. There's Bounded Field. Play Bounded Field. Thank you. Put a Flame Patch down to give Camerupt 1 energy. Put the remaining energy on Numel, put Darmaka on the bench. Eruption. Flip. Okay, so we have to discard 1 card. But we're not going to use Victini's Victory Star ability. This is going to do a massive 180. So now, because he doesn't have Superior on his bench anymore, yeah, he's gonna try to stall me a little bit longer for him to get the energy he needs on Mega Heracross. So it's my turn. I'm gonna use Flame Patch to attention that energy to Camerupt, the one he lost. We're putting energy on Darmaka, and we're gonna use Eruption again. Flip. 1 heads. 2 heads. Okay. So I'm going to make a weird decision here. I'm actually going to activate the ability to withdraw that again, because I don't think I need to get more than 1 heads. 1. Okay. I think that's enough with Bounded Field, right? Yes, it does 180 again. Alright. So once again, this comes down to what I get, because he only needs 2 more things to get me down. If I can get Darmanitan, which I haven't seen this entire damn game, in play, then I have a good shot at winning this. Good news, he just did it to himself, so what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to let fate decide. I forgot I only have 1 point left. So I drew a Darmaka. So this is not... Hang on a second. I might be able to get out of this. Give me 1 second. I don't know if I'm doing my calculations right. Let's see. I think it's only going to do 100 damage, but we're going to try anyway. Knock away. Heads, or tails, so I'm going to play the team's ability to hopefully get a heads. Nope, didn't work. It would have been 80, which is not enough anyway. So once again, him just having that much, get everything so quickly, it's kind of hard to deal with it. No, I don't want to look at, I don't want to see the recommendation when I have the cards I need in my deck. Every time I swear to God I have so much trouble when I record, but any other time, it's normal, you know what I mean? Sometimes I let the AI play because sometimes they have better decisions for me. So I'm going second, so that's a good start for us. Okay, what do we got here? It's crazy I'm not down Darmanitan like once these entire matches I played. It's actually, it might be cheating. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I'm not drawing him, not to the point where I actually need him. Okay, so he's going to go first. He has no energy to attack, so let's see what he does. Pokeball. Snivy, Leaf Cape. Fragrant Forest. Going to activate Fragrant Forest. My turn. Okay. Not bad at all. We're attaching energy to Numel. Play Professor's Research. I probably should have played Professor's Research first, but which should still be fine. Bounded Field and Stoutland. Okay. We're going to play Bounded Field. This is going to rid of his Fragrant Forest, so he can't add any more cards to his hand. Or end our turn. To my knowledge, he only has 1 Fragrant Forest, so I don't think he's going to be able to play another one anyway. My turn. Draw a Numel. Okay. So I don't want to count my chickens quite yet. We're going to put an energy on Numel. We're going to blow into Camerupt. And we're going to end our turn. I'm going to save 1 bench space left for Victini if I manage to draw him. Or her, depending on what your preferences with Pokemon. I'm not really sure anymore. Pokemon male, so Pokemon female. So he gets heads to do no damage to himself. So note that Victini, this is once again going to come down to a lot of RNG. But I think if I get at least 2 heads, I'm good. It'd be really useful. Like, nope, I didn't draw. I was hoping I could draw Darmanitan, but I'm not that lucky. Put a Numel on the bench, use Eruption. Flip. 1 heads. 2 heads. I think that's enough, isn't it? I think that does the maximum amount. Yes! There it is. That's what damage I was talking about. There it is. I managed to beat him. So with Camerupt and everything in play, you only need 2 heads in order to put Heracross down. You don't need 3. With Victini, it helps with that. But there we go. There he's beaten. Pain in my left nut, I swear to God. Anyway, that's both decks. Nothing too crazy on the requirements. However, Victini is not necessary for the other deck, the non-EX, because it's just there for help. But all the other cards in that deck are kind of easy to obtain, with maybe the exception of Bounded Field. Really hard to say, but even without Bounded Field, you technically could one-shot Heracross. We got 3 heads, but I do recommend having at least 1 Bounded Field in your deck. But anyway, and this is going to do it for this video. Thank everyone for watching. This is the Pokemon Fan 1993 signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.